Well, hello, and welcome back to Graceful Parenting and our new little series called The One Thing, which is about the one thing that every child comes into the world craving and can only get from their parents, and that is parental approval. So in the last video, we talked about how to correct your children without sending messages of disapproval, because so many of the ways that we correct our children actually do send messages of disapproval. And in this video, I want to talk to you about the fact that all of us are craving approval. Experts tell us that even adults crave their parents' approval, and this is a deep-seated need that continues into adulthood. So the reality is, if you don't know you have approval, you will work for it. And ultimately, we know that our value comes from God, and that His approval is what gives us our value. But if you don't know you have approval, you will work for it. So all of us are always either working from approval or for approval. And working for approval is a trap that can become very dangerous into adulthood. So if we're working for approval, it makes us fearful because we think that we could possibly not receive approval or lose approval. It also makes us timid and afraid to try new things, because if our approval is based on our performance instead of who we are, which we talked about in the first video, then we're afraid to go into the unknown because we might fail, and then we would receive messages of disapproval, or we think so. It makes us insecure and indecisive. And ultimately, it creates workaholics, people pleasers, and even abuse victims, because you're always looking for something outside yourself to give you value. But those of us who work from approval, we're fearless, because we know that even if we fail in an endeavor, that God still approves of us, of who we are. And so when we can send those messages to our children, that it's their identity, who they are, that they're made in God's image, that they are a unique expression of God's heart to the world, and they know that their value lies there in their identity, then they're fearless, because that never changes, regardless of their external achievements or failures. And so this creates a confidence, and it creates children who are risk takers, confident, outgoing, and they become leaders and world changers. So approval is as I said, the foundation for all success in your life, in every area of your life. And it is what determines your self-worth, and you will never outperform what you believe about yourself. So our kids need to know that we're for them, not against them, because God is for us and not against us. In the next video, we'll look into the scriptures and see how God always starts with approval. Until then, take care and God bless.